perfectly cast, this movie.
It's much better than I remember it being.
Yeah, I remember thinking Nicholson's performance was way over the top.
It's so much more tame than his performance is now. That's one of the reasons why I dreaded watching this movie, is because we just watched Witches of Eastwick.
Man, he was bad in that.
I was able to tolerate him in this.
It's definitely a coherent performance. It's not pure ham and cheese.
I think I like this movie so much because the shots were really great. Every scene is a lot longer than it needs to be, but they work. So I think I'm more impressed with Stanley Kubrick's artistic direction than anything else.
Yeah, and he directs so many different genres and just adapts his focus for each different one. This movie's almost balletic.
Like the scenes where Danny's riding the bike through those long hallways.
It's a brilliant setting for a movie, this giant secluded hotel in Colorado.
Yeah, it's like the hotel's a character in the movie.
Well, Halloran does tell Danny that some houses can shine just like people.
And you really feel the huge space in those scenes where Jack's throwing the tennis ball against the walls. I think it reflects the psychological state of the characters, and there's always something happening.
Kubrick really brings the house to life, and there's this eeriness that dominates the whole movie. Even seemingly normal-sounding scenes are vaguely creepy.
It's welcoming. The movie invites you into this other world. I mean, a noisy world.
Yeah, with all those shrieking sound cues.
I would have appreciated more silence in the movie, so it's less obvious what's coming around the corner. It's nerve-wracking, but annoying at the same time.
Shelley Duvall's face is pretty nerve-wracking, too. She looks like she saw a ghost 10 years ago and never recovered.
Her and Jack Nicholson are so bizarre looking. You wonder how they had such a sweet-cheeked boy.
He was only 6, I think, when they filmed this. It's a really good performance, very authentic.
Is it true that Stephen King hated this adaptation?
Yeah, I think he wanted it to be more obvious, and he wanted Kubrick to be more sensitive to the characters. I mean, Stephen King's not a very subtle writer.
Well, I don't think Kubrick is either.
Well, yeah, that's true.
It's hard to decide if you haven't read the book, but I think it holds its own. It's a movie you've probably already seen, but it's definitely worth revisiting.